Surprisingly, I've never been asked once to make a video about this topic before. So today we're going to be talking about some dirty Korean that you might want to know for the next time you're in Korea. And I'm joined today by a guest.
Hi everyone, I'm Julian Kim. I'm dirty words expert because I'm Korean.
Make sure to check out her Instagram. I'll put a link in the description below. She does reels teaching Korean, and she also has some Korean classes. Actually, right now they're completely full. So you might want to bug her if you want another class to open. So by dirty today, I actually mean going to the bathroom. We're going to be sharing some essential Korean words and expressions that you're going to need the next time that you go to a Korean restroom. Starting with how to find the bathroom. What is bathroom in Korean?
화장실.
And how would you ask someone where is the bathroom?
화장실이 어디예요? 화장실이 어디 있어요?
Fortunately, they are easy to find. I recommend the subway stations.
Oh, subway station and malls or side of cafes.
Every big building you see will have a main area where a lot of the stores are connected, and there will be a bathroom, usually on each floor.
Yes.
But you might have to get the passcode from someone inside a store. They might have it written on the menu or on the wall, so check that first. Bathrooms, though, have changed a lot in the past couple of decades. When I first came to Korea, many of the bathrooms were the squatting style where you have to sit on the floor. What are those called?
좌변기.
Those ones, though, nowadays are less common.
It's difficult to find that one.
Usually those are like at far away places, like outside of the cities, you might still find those where you have to squat down to use the bathroom. And another thing that changed a lot is I used to have to carry my own 휴지.
I always carry my tissue or 뭐라고 하지? 휴지?
Yeah.
All the time.
Still?
Still.
Sometimes you'll find bathrooms that don't have them, but it used to be even less common to have it. And you couldn't even flush it down the toilet.
휴지가?
Yeah, 휴지 변기 버리면 안 됐어요.
버리면 안 된다. 아, 지금도 그런 데가 있어요.
It was from older pipes, they couldn't handle it. So then the next most important word that you should know is poop. What is... These are important words.
똥.
Yes. And how do you make it into a verb? So how do you say to poop?
똥 누다?
Or 똥 싸다.
똥 싸다.
Yeah. 누다, I think it's a little more formal, a little more polite.
If you are younger than 4 years old, you use 싸다, 똥 싸다. And after that, you use 똥 누다.
It's younger sounding.
Younger sound. Yeah.
So it'll sound more like a teenager or young adult. And 누다 would be the more polite, the more adult version of to poop. Note though, we should talk about this a little bit. In Korea, what do you think about jokes, like humor about poop and pee?
Maybe if we are close friends, it's okay.
I found that poop or pee humor in Korea is more accepted. Not that everyone likes it, but that in general it's more accepted. Whereas in the US, it's more of kind of seen as dirty humor. But in Korea, I'll hear it a lot more, even on TV shows. Just something to be aware of, that it's a little more normal in Korea. Okay, next is pee. What's the word for pee?
오줌.
오줌. You might also hear another word used by kids and younger people.
쉬?
Yeah. So 똥 was 누다 or 싸다. Does she use the same verbs?
쉬 누다? 쉬 싸다. 오줌 싸다, 오줌 누다. Yes.
Okay. What about the difference between 쉬다 and 쉬하다?
쉬다 and 쉬하다. 쉬다 to rest,
Yeah.
쉬하다 to pee.
Yeah.
It's totally different words.
I've heard some Korean learners say 쉬하고 싶어. 너무 피곤해. 쉬하고 싶어. Yeah, I mean,
could happen.
maybe you're so tired you just have to use the bathroom. Although normally you would say 쉬 싸다, but you could say 쉬하다.
If you are younger than 4 years old, 쉬 싸다.
It's always 4.
My nephew is 4 years old and he's saying like 쉬 싸다, 쉬하다. But after that, you use 오줌.
So another verb we want to talk about, well, I don't want to talk about, another verb we have to talk about is 말이 없다. How do you use 말이 없다?
You don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to
have to talk about 말이 없다.
Because you're the poop expert here.
Oh, okay. I feel like pooping.
What I want to ask, is it rude to use this?
You can use it in middle schooler or high schooler,
Okay.
but after that, I don't use to the fellow teachers or colleagues. 똥 마려워요.
Well, you usually wouldn't need to say that anyway.
Yes.
But yeah. And you can use that with 똥이 마렵다 or 오줌이 마렵다. Are there any other words with 마렵다? I can't think of any.
I saw on the internet they use like 맥주 마려워.
Ah, okay. So like I feel like a beer or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
So you might hear it used in slang for other types of things. I don't know, it still makes me think of poop every time I hear it. Or there's another way you can also say that you need to do something. You can also use 급하다.
Literally, it means it's urgent. So I have to run to poop or to pee. 똥이 급해요. 오줌이 급해요. 지금 급해요.
Yeah.
If you just use 급해요, they understand you are.
Yeah, this is urgent. You can also use 급하다 with normal things too.
급하게 어딜 가야 돼요. 급해요. 빨리 주세요.
So it's a totally normal verb you can also use. Or 화장실이 급해요. Like, oh, I really need to get to the bathroom. Or they can also just say, I want to go to the bathroom.
Yes. Normally, I would say 화장실 가고 싶어. 화장실 가고 싶어요. 배가 아파요.
Yeah, 배가 아파요 is a really common one. It doesn't really mean anything specific. So you can just use that. And that's usually what I say most of the time.
배가 아파요.
화장실 잠깐 다녀올게요.
화장실 잠깐 다녀올게.
Yeah.
잠깐 화장실.
So yeah, I'm just going to go to the bathroom real quick.
화장실 좀 갔다 올게요.
Yeah. Also, there's another place that you'll see 똥, and that is before another noun.
똥침?
Not 똥침.
난 똥침.
No, that's true. 똥침 is like you poke someone's butt and
You don't do that in...
No,
okay.
you wouldn't do that in the US. Kids in Korea, I don't know if they still do it. Do they still do
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about now.
What is the noun?
Okay, 똥차.
똥차.
Yeah.
Oh. It's very old car.
Yeah, like it's a piece of garbage, it's a piece of junk.
똥차.
Or I could think of one more, 똥손.
You are not good at something.
Yeah, so if you're like terrible at something, like, oh, I'm awful at that. You get 똥손이에요.
똥차, you can use the old lady who doesn't get married in early 20s.
Do they call that 똥차 too?
Families can do that.
That's so mean.
That's so mean.
If you don't get married by 30, then you become 똥차 to some mean family member.
Yes, so mean.
Yeah. Are there any other words with 똥 that you can think of?
똥개.
똥개 is...
그 족보가 없는 개들.
So like a mix.
Yes. 똥개.
똥개. So 똥차, 똥손, 똥개.
똥물. If the water is so muddy, so you can see through, the color is like 똥
They call it 똥물?
똥물.
Okay.
냄새나 더러워.
Oh, and there's one more set of words that they should know. 대변 and 소변.
대변 is 똥, and 소변 is 오줌.
How are these words different than saying 똥 and 오줌?
똥 and 오줌 is pure Korean, and 대변, 소변 is Chinese words, sign words. So it's more polite and formal.
So these are the ones that you might hear at the doctor's office. So 대 means big and 소 means small, but these words are not used with 누다 or 싸다, right?
No.
Usually no, right?
누다 싸다 is like casual word.
Yeah.
보다.
To see 대변. 대변을 보다 and 소변을 보다 is how they're used. So that would be like the equivalent of like stool or urine. In fact, if you don't want to use either of these words, there's one more word you can also use with 보다.
큰일?
큰일 is like, it's a slang way of saying,
대변.
yeah, 대변. Also, 일 보다, 일을 보다.
Yes. 일, 큰 일, 작은 일.
And you can also use it by itself as 일 보다. So that would just mean like to take care of business. Is this expression polite though?
Yes, because we don't directly say something,
Yeah.
and it's indirectly say 일보다, 볼일보다.
Yeah.
Maybe I am the expert on.
Yeah, I think you are the expert.
Korean.
You're right. I think you're ready to use the bathroom now in Korea. What do you think? Are they ready?
배가 아픈 것 같아요 지금.
Let me know what you thought. Did I miss any? Thanks for watching. And again, special thanks to our poop expert.
Thank you for having me, poop expert Julian Kim. Visit my Instagram.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you again with a better topic in the next video. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.
다음에 또 봐.